day, people. This is Sharpino here. Welcome you guys to the semi-final playoffs for the PMC for Season 2. If you guys are excited for today's battle, and of course you're a proud member of the Sharp Squad, make sure you hit that button down below for us because, as always, your support is greatly appreciated. I am your coach of the Sydney Krookodiles here. Today we're going against the Oregon Duckletts, led by Coach Johnny GB. Go ahead and check his channel out. Link for his channel will be in the description down below to go ahead and see what he's brought for us today. Now, I will go ahead and leave a timestamp down below, so if you want to skip the team builder, you can. But I'm going to go ahead and run through this team here and explain to you guys what we brought and why we brought it. So first and foremost, we got here our Uxie here. Our Uxie here has Careful Nature, and it has U-Turn, Toxic, Stealth Rock, and Trick with Iron Ball. Now, this is the reason why I've decided to use Trick and Iron Ball. I was speaking to the word about this. Now, the only Pokemon in his team that can stop me from sweeping his team is Klefki with Magnet Rise and Charizard, Mega Charizard Y. So what I'm planning to do is, if I can trick an Iron Ball onto Uxie if he starts with Uxie, basically it means that Krookodile will be able to sweep with an Adamant Earthquake, which I'm pretty sure, unless it's fully physically defensive, I don't think you should leave an Adamant Earthquake. But for reasons like that, this is why we run Trick today, and then Stealth Rock and Toxic for things like Tangela, Slowbro, and Porygon 2. This is the Pokemon that, again, I'm expecting him to bring, because he does have a very bulky regenerated core team, so hopefully the Toxics do come in turn. Next, we have ourselves our Adamant Choice Scarf Krookodile. Now, the reason why I chose to run Adamant over Choice Scarf is because looking at his team here, there's really only two Pokemon in his team that outspeed Krookodile, and that is the Charizard, Mega Charizard, and the Azelf. So really, having an Adamant Choice Scarf wouldn't be too bad. The only issue would be if he brings a Choice Scarf Excadrill and it's Jolly. That's the only thing that's going to put a cramp on this set here. So Earthquake, Knockoff, Superpower, and Rock Tomb. Rock Tomb's just there for the Charizard, and the Knockoff is there just because at this point, really, I just need to knock off the leftovers, the Eviolites, basically everything that he could have in his team here, we just need to knock it off. And it being Adamant Stab should do some pretty decent damage. Next, we have our Doublade here. Now, this Doublade's a little bit different as well. It's Adamant Nature as well. Sacred Sword, Rock Slide, Toxic, and Automize. Now, again, Toxic is just because he's got such a bulky unit. Automize, now, we actually ran the calcs on this. Ver did anyway. Excuse me. That, a Automized Doublade will outspeed a timid Charizard Y. That being the case, that's why we have Rock Slide. So, basically, we can take it out. Only problem is, this gets walled by Slowbro. So if anything, we can Toxic it and then leave. That's really the only thing we can do here. But other than that though, it seems pretty standard for a Doublade, except for the fact it doesn't have any Ghost type moves, which really won't do us too good against things like Slowbro. I mean, it would do good against Slowbro and Zelf, but knowing the Zelf probably would have the offensive set with something like Flamethrower or something. Next we have here is our Olmoldo, another Adamant Nature Choice Banded with Battle Armor to prevent those crits. X-Scissor, Stone Edge, Earthquake, and Aqua Jet. Now, fun fact, not a lot of people expect Aqua Jet on Olmoldo, but Choice Banded, it is a sneaky thing you could use on certain Pokemon when you're just going for the kill. Going for the kill! So it's actually pretty good there. So, hopefully that can come into effect here, and hopefully we can do very well with this Olmoldo. Because really, we haven't used Olmoldo a lot in this season, but maybe that's because I haven't been applying the best set for it. So, I mean, I do apologize on Olmoldo. Next we have Assault Vest Weekend, pretty much the exact same set that we brought last time to the battle here, but except a little different here. I was trying to run Focus Blast, but it turns out Suicune can't learn Focus Blast, so instead we went with Ice Beam, so we got Scald, Ice Beam, Hidden Power Grass for the Slowbro matchup, and the Mirror Code. So obviously the Mirror Code's there for the Charizard Y, Solar Beam, fuck you, not going to happen. So, and it also should do well against the Suicune there. So, do well against the Tangela and the Porygon 2. And then finally, our last Pokemon is our Sableye here, Impish with Sableye here, Knockoff, Counter, Will-O-Wisp, and Recover. Now the reason why I decided to run Counter on Sableye is because with Counter we can go ahead, if we go for Will-O-Wisp and the Lumberry triggers, well we've got the Counter to kind of just dish the extra damage, especially things like Tyranitar and Excadrill, basically anything that's incredibly offensive that can do some decent damage to us. So that's why we have Counter there. Now we'll bring ourselves back to when we are ready to go with the Oregon Duckletts. Best of luck to him. We did win against him last time on the Para Hacks on his Klefki. Hopefully it doesn't come down to something so hacksy as that, but best of luck to him, and let's get into it. Okay guys, we're back. As you guys can see, my parents' team has been changed because we were having a few communication errors before we were trying to start the game. But we fixed it. Turns out that my Sableye, because I used the Power Save to put a counter on it, it didn't like that, so we had to go ahead and put Shadow Sneak on it instead. So having a look at his team here, he has the Magneton, the Slowbro, The Porygon 2, the Tangela, the Tyranitar, and the Excadrill. So, not having Klefki there, definitely a big surprise there. But look at his team though, and didn't even bring the Charizard Y either. So that was another bit of a throwback for me as well there. So, looking at this team here, I'm just trying to think now. He could try and do the Sand Rush build with Excadrill. So more likely he start off could be that Tyranitar, which I mean, if it is, it could definitely be a bit problematic for us. But luckily we do have. I'm just trying to think here what our options are. Because if we start with the Krookodiles, we might not be in a bad position. So I think we might go ahead and actually kick things off with the Krookodiles, because looking at it now, he has no no immunities to the ground type Earthquake. So basically we are primed to go for a sweep. However, he does have things like the Tangela, which can easily wall hits, and he can try to set up things like Poison or something like that. So, or Leak Seed being I would say a wall Pokemon there. But like I said, very interesting to see there that he doesn't bring Klefki or the Charizard Y, because I mean he brought that last time, and they were both really crucial parts of his team in the last battle. So looking at his team now, considering that he doesn't have that, like I said, it's definitely interesting. So here we go. Best of luck to the Oregon Duckletts. Let's hope we can bring it home. The Tampa Bay Frogadiers did win their semi-final battles. Let's hope for an all-Australian grand final. Let's do this, people! So he kicked things off with a Magneton, so that's absolutely perfect for us. Absolutely perfect start for us here. The fact that we started off with the Krookodile here. So, looking at this here, I've got a feeling he's going to swap out right now, so I'm just going to go straight up for a knockoff, expecting him to swap out into either the Tangela or something else. But doing so, we go ahead, we get a free knockoff here. So going for this knockoff here is pretty prime. I can't believe we actually made the right call there. Because, I mean, like I said, looking at his team, he has 3 weaknesses to ground. So Krookodile and the Armaldo having Earthquake is going to be very crucial for this match right here. So, very happy with that indeed. And the fact that we started off with a Krookodile here was just tops. Absolute tops. So like I said, we're going to go ahead and fire up a knockoff. Now, I don't know if this Magneton will have anything that really would do too much to us, but like I said, going ahead for that early knockoff would definitely be a good start for us here. And the fact that we are Choice Scarfed, the only problem is going to be the fact that our Uzi is Iron Ball, so basically, I mean, there's nothing, I mean, it's really useless. The only thing we could possibly do is trick it onto something to get like leftovers or something from, say, something like Porygon, if it had Magnetize or something, because I mean, I do Porygon 2 does get access to the Magnetize. But also, if anything, his team does have the Air Balloon, so he's going to swap out, so we're going to get a free knockoff here, fantastic. He's going to bring it to Tangela, so we called that correctly. We're going to go ahead and fire for knockoff. And we're going to get rid of that Eviolite there, so that is already a terrific start here. Now we're good to go ahead, and we're going to go ahead and swap into the Doublade here, because of 2 things. Number 1, if he goes for Sleep Powder, actually, shit, he could go for Sleep Powder, I actually forgot about that. But we'll go ahead and bring in Doublade here, and honestly, Doublade being asleep isn't the worst thing, because I mean, like, now that he doesn't bring the Charizard, it does lose a bit of its viability, because now it doesn't have a Ghost-type move, which could take on the Slowbro very easily. But this is a speed variant version, so I mean, we do have Sacred Sword that can take on the Magneton, the Porygon 2, the Excadrill, and the Tyranitar, so if we get fast enough, we could possibly even sweep with the Doublade here with Automize. So it's definitely on the cards. Definitely on the cards. But getting that free knockoff on the Tangela is the best start that we could have got, because obviously it was too obvious that he was going to swap into Tangela. And I mean, Earthquake probably would have done too much to this Tangela. But knowing it's a Regen core with the Slowbro and everything else, we're going to go ahead and swap it into Doublade. Let's see what this Tangela wants to do here. We can actually go ahead and make some notes as we go along here. So, Blizzard show Sleep Powder. He goes to Giga Drain, so maybe he was expecting something else. So, looking at that there, alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and fire up a Toxic, because now Toxic at this point shouldn't do. Toxic just puts the hurting on this Tangela here. Now, if he swaps it into Excadrill or Magneton, that would probably be the worst case scenario, because at that point, we could have gone for a Sacred Sword, but if we do get that, so we'll go ahead and make a note of that. So let's see. Get the notes up. PMC battle notes. Save. Okay, so let's see. Tangela, Giga Drain. That's all we've seen so far. Wonder what he's going to do next, because I mean, like, he could have knockoff as well on the Tangela, which I mean wouldn't be bad. Let's get rid of that. Just getting my notes up here, people. You know, just trying to be a bit organised here. And no Klefki. I'm actually surprised he didn't bring the Klefki, because I mean Klefki did so much to my team last time. But yeah, looking at this here and he didn't bring it, I'm very surprised. Like I said, it just means that we lose a bit of the, I would say, the surprise factor with the Iron Ball on the Uxie here. So he's taking his time here. He's going to go ahead and swap out. Don't swap into Magneton, or please don't. Shit. So he did predict us to go for Toxic, and okay, so now we're gonna, okay, if this thing has Mega Pool hidden power, I'm gonna be very surprised here. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna think what move would he have? I'm gonna go swap into Uxie just to see what this Magneton wants to do here, because really, I don't trust this Magneton. I mean, it doesn't have Mega Pool, so it more likely has Sturdy, which is, we go ahead, we're going to see Signal Beam. So he predicted us to go ahead and bring in the Uxie here, so that was a fantastic turn for him. So we're going to go ahead and look at that there. Let's see, Magneton, Signal Beam. So he predicted us, but that also works well against that Crocodile here, so I mean, that did wonders for him. I'm going to go ahead and fire off a Stealth Rock here. We should be able to outspeed a Magneton here. Uxie really isn't going to do too much in this battle, so if we can go ahead and get our rocks off. Outspeeds us. Okay, so that was pretty bad of us. Okay, so this Magneton must be an offensive variant because... fuck. Okay, now that we know that, let's go ahead and bring in Doublade here. Probably should have swapped back into Doublade, probably would have been the smarter choice. I'm going to go ahead and go for a Sacred Sword here. So see what this Magneton wants to do. So we've lost our Rocks opportunity, so that's pretty bad, because now really, if he has a Sash on anything, really we just don't get the opportunity to do anything anymore. So, he is going to swap out here, probably should have gone for Toxic. He's going to bring in Excadrill. Perfect! Perfect! Perfect opportunity to go with that. So he's going to bring in the Excadrill. We're going to go for that Sacred Sword here. And we're going to do the work against that Excadrill. Down it goes. Critical hit. I don't know if that critical hit mattered, but we got the hurting on that Excadrill. Fantastic. So we're pretty much now even at 5-5 here. I don't, like I said, I don't know if that crit mattered. I'm pretty sure it doesn't, because I mean, Adamant Sacred Sword would do the work against a Excadrill. So I'll go ahead and make a note of this at the bottom here. Let's see. So Magneton kills Uxie, and then Doublade kills Excadrill. So, not bad start, but I mean, I don't know what he was expecting me to do with the Magneton here. Like, I don't know if that was a misplay, but look at his team, he does have a very overwhelming weakness to fighting. So, one of two things can happen from here. Knowing that I have Toxic, he can either go for the Tyranitar to try and scare me out with Earthquake, or he could try and do something else with us here. But looking at the amount of damage that we just did with that, though, absolutely insane. So we can, like I said, look at this in a number of different lights here. He's going to bring out Porygon 2 here. So this can again, this could go one of two ways. Let me just quickly check something. Does Porygon 2 get access to Shadow Ball? I actually want to go ahead and see this just quickly, because I do have the internet up here. I want to quickly go ahead and see if it does access to Shadow Ball or Dark Pulse. It does get access to Shadow Ball. So, something tells me it's going to go for Shadow Ball though. Something, I don't know, something just tells me he's got that Shadow Ball there. So, I'm going to go ahead and swap into Krookodile, expecting the Shadow Ball. If he has Shadow Ball, then this works out for us. So, we're going to bring Krookodile to eat the Shadow Ball if it does in fact have it. Doesn't have it though. He does have the Shadow Ball. Okay, fantastic. So, it's a good thing that we did check on that, because like I said, there was a good chance that he was in fact going to have that, there. So what we can do is now, we can do one of two things. A, we can go for a knockoff to get rid of the EV Light, but more likely he's going to bring in Tangela, which he's going to swap straight back out. So he's probably going to just bring in Tangela, which we probably should have anticipated that. And we're going to see that Tangela does in fact have the, wow, the knockoff did quite a bit. Alright, so now looking at that, I don't know if we're good to go ahead and swap into the the Sableye here or the Emult, something, I don't know, just to take on this Tangler, because the Tangler is going to be a bit problematic for us. But looking at his team though, he does have an overwhelming weakness to Bug, Sobo, Tyranta, and in fact the that there. So, but I just don't know what he's going to go for though. Like that's the only thing that scares me. A Giga Drain's going to hurt, but what do you expect me to swap into the Doublade? But I mean, we're not doing ourselves any favors by leaving it here, so I'm going to go ahead and just swap into Doublade here. I hope he doesn't go for Sleep Powder. So I'll go ahead and make a note. Porygon 2 does reveal a Shadow Ball. So we did make the right call with the Shadow Ball. Does he have the Sleep Powder? He has Infestation. Ooh! Look at this guy right here, trying to go for plays. Well, now that he's got one type left. He's got, the question is going to swap though. That's the thing. Is he going to swap? Because if he has the Magneton, he doesn't want to get Toxic. I'm going to go ahead and fight for Sacred Sword here, just to get the damage on, because at this point, Tangela really can't do too much to Doublade here. Infestation, that is actually a very good tech on his part. So, Giga Drain, Infestation. So, he was more likely trying to trap my Krookodile to stay in and then go for the Giga Drain. But that doesn't seem very likely. I mean, if we brought in Armaldo, that actually would have been a little bit better for the Infestation, but Doublade isn't too bad either. So, he's now debating whether I'm going to go for the Toxic or go for the Sacred Sword. Because I'm pretty sure Tangela, without Eviolite, doesn't take that very well. Excuse me. He's going to go straight for the Giga Drain here. We can't swap, so I mean, it really didn't matter to us here. So just get that health back here, and we're going to go ahead and go for a Sacred Sword. And that's how much damage it does to a Tangela without the Eviolite. Wow, that does absolutely nothing. So he might actually just be trying to get rid of my Doublade here. So I'm going to go ahead and put the Toxic on this Tangela here. And I mean, if this was his plan to get rid of the Doublade, then I would say very well done. Because, I mean, he's pretty much done his job. So we're going to go for a Toxic here. Get that extra residual damage on him, which is good. The only problem is now that we lose our Doublade. Which is unfortunate because Doublade could do so much against his team here. But, like I said, the Infestation plus the Giga Drain actually was a very brilliant moveset for this Tangler here. Just to be able to trap my Pokemon here. So here goes for the Giga Drain. Going to kill our Doublade here, and I'll go ahead and make a note of that. Let's see here. So, Tangela kills Doublade. Very unlikely, victim, but it does happen. Sit there. All right, now we have an opportunity to go ahead and bring in our Armaldo. Armaldo being choice banded means he could do absolutely wonders against this team here. Now, the question is he going to swap out? Because we do have a choice band opportunity. If he... God damn it, this fucking capture card. Come on now. Please don't do this. Please do not do this. Not now, not now, not now. We'll get it falling back down. Okay, one of two things can happen. If he brings in the Magneton, this Earthquake is going to be the best move we make. Because X's at this point will definitely go ahead and get the kill. So I'm going to go ahead and fight for an Earthquake, expecting him to swap. If he goes for Infestation, I'm going to be pretty devastated. Because at this point, X's would in fact get the kill on Tangela. But Choice Band Earthquake is going to do jack shit to a Tangela. So we just have to make our plays. We just have to pick our spots. Because, honestly, like I said, the Tangela can definitely die to a Choice Band and X-Scissor. That definitely is obvious. But, in saying that, the Earthquakes plus the... Oh, he stayed in. Fuck! He fucking stayed in. Fuck! Ancient Power. Oh, shit. That's going to do a little bit of damage. And he's going to take some extra poison damage right there. So, that wasn't the worst move. I mean, if he went for Infestation, I guess that wasn't too bad. But yeah, Earthquake definitely going to do the work against this Tangler here. The question is, he's going to swap out. He's not going to swap out. We're going to go for an Earthquake. We should get the kill on Tangler right here. And it does. Molo for the win. So, Tangler... I'll go ahead and make a note of this here. So, Armaldo kills Tangela. And I think that's the first kill for Armaldo in this entire series. So, woo! Okay, so now we're down to 4-4 here. It's getting a little bit nerve-wracking over here. Now, the only thing I'm worried about is, like I said, that Magneton will definitely outspeed. That much I do know, but like I said, we need to break the sturdy, because more likely that Magneton does have sturdy, and the fact that we did lose our, we lost our rock setter, means that we can't break the sturdy of Magneton, so we just have to, just pick our spots here. Now, options here. He's lost the, okay, Magneton's going to come in now. So more likely with our speed, he's probably going to go ahead and fire for Thunderbolt here, but he could predict that so easily, just go for a Thunderbolt or a Signal Beam. Thunderbolt or Signal Beam. Thunderbolt or Signal Beam. Ugh! I really hate this so much! Oh my god, this is so nerve-wracking. Oh, god. Because if he goes for Signal Beam, it'll fuck over my Crocodile. If he goes for Thunderbolt, and I bring a Crocodile, then that's perfect. How much does a Signal Beam do to a normal though? Let me just quickly go ahead and check that. Then again, a Magna Bomb would fucking destroy it. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to make a risky play here. I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Suicune. Because Suicune is Assault Vested, I'm going to go ahead and make a dicey play over here. And I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Suicune. It's a little bit weird. Because if he does go for Thunderbolt, then it works for him. If I go for Crocodile and he goes for Signal Beam, I'm fucked. So I'm going to bring in Suicune. Does he go for the Signal Beam? That's the question. If he goes for Signal Beam, that works terrifically for us. He goes for Flash Cannon. Perfect. That's exactly what I was worried about, was the Flash Cannon. So let's go ahead and add Flash Cannon to that. Flash Cannon. Alright. Now we can actually see what moveset this one is. So I'm going to go ahead and fire off one or two things. He can bring in Slowbro, and we can try to burn it, which would be good. Or we can go for the Hidden Power Grass. I'm going to go ahead and fire for Scald here. I've got a feeling this Magneton is Specs. I've got a feeling this Magneton is freaking Specs. He's going to go ahead and bring in Porygon 2 here. We're going to go ahead and fire off the Scald here. Do a little bit of damage, get a critical hit, and get that burn. Let's go. So, fantastically done there. So now I'm just trying to think what this Porygon actually wants to do to us. It can go for Thunderbolt. It can go for so many different things here. There's so many different options here. I'm just trying to think because that Magneton, I've got a feeling that Magneton is Specs. Because that did a lot of damage considering that we are Assault Vested. But do we make the read for something? Because like if he has a Toxic, that wouldn't be too bad on the Crook. But if he has Thunderbolt, then that would work once for us. So I'm going to go ahead and swap into Crocodile, expecting Toxic or Thunderbolt. One of the two. So far we've seen Shadow Ball on the Porygon 2. Because like I said, I kind of expected him to go ahead and bring that in. But he could expect me to go for Mirror Coat, because he knows the Suicune has Mirror Coat. So he's debating whether to go for a Thunderbolt to try and get the Mirror Coat bounce back, or he's going to go for a Toxic. So we do go ahead and swap out here for a Crocodile. Let's see what he decides to do here. We're going to bring in Crocodile. What you going to do, boy? What you going to do? You're going to go for a Tri-Attack. So that was actually a good move there to try and just go for a neutral hit there. And that did a lot of damage there. We're going to take a little extra damage there. And I think we're in a position to go ahead and... But see, I don't want to lose Crocodile right now. Fuck! I don't want to lose it. Ugh! If we get rid of the Eviolite, that would do us well. But we can also sweep with this as well, which I really don't want to lose Crocodile right now. So that was actually pretty stupid of us. So I'm going to go ahead and swap into Mega Sableye, which I think I should have done earlier, but I didn't do it. So that was probably a bad move on my part. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in Sableye here. He's going to go ahead and swap out now, probably into the Slowbro. So that worked out for us. So I'm going to go ahead and Mega Evolve and go for a knockoff. Depending on what the Slowbro wants to do here, we're in no jeopardy of doing this move here. So we're going to go for a Mega Evolution knockoff, which I think he'll probably just stay in and just take it because, I mean, there's nothing really in the team he wants to do. But I think that Magneton is Specs. Based off the damage he just did to Suicune off that Flash Cannon, it being resisted, I don't think that's a Specs Magneton. I just have this feeling it is a Specs Magneton. Now, he might predict me to go ahead and go for the Will-O-Wisp, which wouldn't be too bad. And if we go ahead and get the knockoff to get rid of that Eviolite, that works out for us well as well. But again, it comes down to him having that regen. So he's going to swap back Either Porygon 2 or the Magneton. Which one is it? Magneton. Perfect. Now we can go ahead and see what move this freaking Magneton has. So we're going to go ahead, fire off a knockoff on this Magneton here. Let's see what that item was. Is it Specs? It was fucking Specs! I fucking called it! I knew he had fucking Specs! God damn it! So he had fucking Specs. So now that we know that, the question is, what is he going to do? He could go for a single beam to get neutral damage. He can go for Thunderbolt. I'm just trying to weigh my options here, because I mean, he could just go for the neutral Flash Cannon to hit everything. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I'm going to go, let's see, I don't know what I want to go for. Because we don't have any special defense. We've got HP, but we don't have Specs. I fucking called Specs. Just from that damage, something told me it was Specs. What do I want to do here? Because like I said, I don't want to make the bad call and go for in Suicune for a Thunderbolt. But I want to go for Single Beam and Flash Cannon. I'm just going to go ahead and fire for Recover, just because I want to see what this Magneton wants to do here. He's going to go ahead and go for Flash Cannon. So we probably should have brought in the Suicune there. But I just wanted to scout to see what he wanted to do here. So we do waste a turn, but I just wanted to see what this Magneton wants to do here. So now that we know that, I'm going to go ahead and fire for Will-O-Wisp, just to get some residual damage on it, because from that we know that we can take 2 Flash Cannons comfortably. So he's going to go straight for Thunderbolt. So that could have been easily opportune for us to go ahead and go for a... Okay, and we're not going to take that at all. So we do get the Will-O-Wisp spot, which is good, because now we can just recover, store this thing here. That does a lot of damage. But now he might think I might want to swap. So I'm going to go ahead... Is he going to risk it though? Would he risk it for the kill? That's the question. Would he risk it for the kill? Because if I bring in Suicune, we can eat it up, definitely no problems. And I mean, Suicune really can't do much else in this battle, so I'm going to go ahead and swap into Suicune. Expecting him to go for the... I should have gone for Krookodile. Really, I should have gone for Krookodile. I'm going to bring in Suicune here. Just a bit of a misplay here. Hopefully he doesn't go for Thunderbolt here. But... we could bait the Krookodile here. He's going to go for Signal Beam here, so... We could have easily gone for the Recover right there. Now, at this point, at this conjuncture, we could just burn stall the shit out of this Magneton here, so... Should I just go for the double stop? Man, I'm playing with fire right here. I'm really playing with fire right here. Because I risk my win condition if I let this go. If I let it go. Mega Sableye. Can Mega Sableye do anything else in this battle? I don't think it can. I'm going to go ahead and bring in the... Oh, he's going to go for a swap as well, so this works out for us very well. To bring in Slowbro. So, we're just doubling back into the Sableye here. Which, like I said, it does work out for us here because we don't lose anything by doing this. We don't lose anything at all. So, I'm going to go ahead and fire off a... That's the thing, what does Slowbro have? Would a Skull kill? I don't think Skull would kill. I'm going to go fire for a Recover, because I don't think a Shadow Ball from Slowbro at this range should get the kill. But he might want to preserve the leftovers, whatever's on this thing. He's going to have a Calm Mind here. Okay, we got a set-upping, a Slowbro that's going to set up on our face right here. Okay, that's definitely interesting. That is definitely interesting. This guy wants to set up on us. That's interesting. Wow. Alright, well I'm going to go ahead and fire off a knockoff here to try and get some damage on the Slowbro and to get rid of the leftovers. This guy wants to set up a fucking... Man oh man, this guy right here. This guy right here. I swear to God, I hope he doesn't have weakness policy. If this is a weakness policy Slowbro, oh my God, I'm getting very nervous right now because... Oh my God, if this thing is a... Oh my... Oh my God, if this is a fucking weakness policy Slowbro with Regen Core, Jesus Christ, did we just fall right for it. So he's now +2 Speed Def, +2 special attack. Culber Berry, that's what it is. So he had the Culber Berry. Oh my goodness. Alright, this is getting a little bit scary right here. I'm gonna go for Will-O-Wisp here. This Slowbro is gonna set up for days. Okay, so now it's at +3/+3. I'm a little bit nervous right now, because right now we could try and go for Burn Stall, but if this thing has something like... So, wow. That's actually pretty insane there. Fuck. I'm gonna go for a knockoff here. Because basically, alright, here's what I have planned. Just so you guys know, here's what I have planned. I'm gonna use Moldo to try and get the kill with Choice Band X Scissor. Because I believe a Choice Band X Scissor should do, I think, 50%, if not around 60%. So if we can get Slowbro down to about 60%, he's gonna go ahead and fire for Scold at +3. Will he get the kill? It won't. We're gonna go ahead and fire for knockoff. Get that little bit of extra chip damage on there. Now this is where things get interesting. He could go for a slack off right here. And this is, I think, our chance to go ahead and bring in Moldo. Because if he does, in fact, go for the slack off, which more likely he will, trying to beat us up variant, then this works out for us. If he doesn't, though, this is pretty bad. So I'm expecting him to go for slack off. He does go for slack off. Okay. We do outspeed the Slowbro. That much we do know. But I want to see how much damage, after the burn, how much damage an X Scissor Choice Band would do to a Slowbro. So let's quickly go ahead. Moldo. Let's go Choice Band. Where are you? Choice Banded. How much would a Choice Band X Scissor do to a Moldo? There we are. Let's see how much damage it does to a fully defensive Slowbro. I'm going to quickly calc this. OU Calm Mind. OU does... Okay, let's go maximum defense just to play safe. That does 75%. So after burn, that should get the kill. So we're going to go ahead and fire for Choice Banded X Scissor. He's going to swap. Okay, that's fantastic. We were able to bait it out. He's going to bring in Porygon 2 here. So let's see how much damage a X Scissor Choice Banded will do to a Porygon. That does a lot of damage, and it almost gets the kill. Almost gets the kill there. Unfortunate, but wow. Okay, so that's fantastic. We were able to scare out that Slowbro with the Moldo. Unfortunately, I think he's going to go for a recover right about now. He's going for Tri-Tack. Perfect! Perfect plays right there. Porygon 2 burn goes down to the burn, which is off the Suicune. So Suicune kills the Porygon 2 there. Oh my god, people. Oh, I am losing my shit right now. Porygon 2. And out in comes the Tyranitar. Okay, so this is actually now a little bit scary. Now I'm going to see now what this Tyranitar wants to do here. We're just going to let this thing go. I'm just going to go ahead and fire off. I'm going to fire for Shadow Sneak to get rid of if it has a Focus Sash. I just want to see if this thing does in fact have a Focus Sash, but I'm just trying to make sure that we set up our win condition right here. Because our Moldo is going to check that Slowbro. This is so insane, people. This is so fucking insane. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is insane. Oh! So all he has left now is the Slowbro, the Magneton, and the Tyranitar. So really, his win condition lies in that Slowbro there. So we do get that, but not very effective. He's going to go for Substitute. Wow! Oh shit. A fucking, oh fuck. And that's leftovers. Fuck! Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. If this Tyranitar fucking wants to set up as well, oh shit, this is bad. This is bad, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. Fuck, what does the Tyranitar want to do? What does the Tyranitar want to do though? I don't know. Does it want to set up too? No, he goes straight for the crunch. So he's going to kill my Sableye, that's fine. Oh my god, man, that fucking scared the shit out of me. So Tyranitar kills Mega Sableye. Oh my god, people, I'm sweating bullets over here. We're down to 3-3. We have to break this sub right here. This sub has to go. This sub has to go. So we have to bring in Suicune, so that's a given. So we've seen Substitute on and Crunch on this Tyranitar. So let's go. Let's see. Tyranitar. Substitute. and crunch. So obviously trying to bait out the Will-O-Wisp, which is a pretty smart move on his part. We're going to go ahead and fire for Scald here. He's going for Dragon Dance. Whoa! This guy's set up in fucking Tyranitar! Well, hot damn! God damn it! So now this thing is out of it. Oh shit! Alright, so we're going to see Leftovers Recovery. So now it comes down to what does the Tyranitar want to do here? Does he want to bait out? Does he want to try and burn me to death with Does he want to try to burn me to death with Sandstorm, or what's the deal with the substitute? Burn me down to a point where Crunch can kill. I think Tyranitar should be our speed. I don't know if a Crunch will kill though, so he might just go for one more substitute just to make sure that he can actually kill me with the Crunch. So this Tyranitar said, holy shit, fucking Dragon Dance. So now we just don't know what his last move is. We've seen Substitute, Crunch, and Dragon Dance. Not a bad setup for Tyranitar though, holy fuck. But our weak condition is still there in the Krookodile. So, the question does become now, he's going to go for another Dragon Dance. He's getting greedy right here. The greed is real with that Dragon Dance though. Going for another Dragon Dance, we're going to go ahead, fire for Scald here. If we can get a burn on this Tyranitar, wow, that's bulk right there. That is invested bulk, and he doesn't get the burn. Unfortunate, but wow, this Tyranitar right here is like specially defensive as fuck. +2 Crunch should get the kill on this here. So it's gonna go for that Crunch there, and that should get the kill on Speaker. Yep, it does. Okay. So that's unfortunate, but the Sandstorm has subsided. So now he's lost his special defense boost. Alright, so now we can go ahead and bring... Oh, wait, fuck. Would it outspeed Krookodile? Oh, fuck. I actually did not think of that. I did not think of that. Would it actually outspeed? We're going to bring in a Moldo here. Oh, shit, this is bad. This is actually bad. I'm going to have to go for a Choice Band Aqua Jet and hope this gets the kill. Because if it doesn't get the kill, we're in big trouble. We go for a Choice Band Aqua Jet. That's not enough. That's not enough. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're gonna lose! No! After all this hard work, no. No. And now we have to lock ourselves into a move. God damn it. We have to lock ourselves into a move here. And whatever we lock ourselves into, that's our move for the rest of the game. And he's gonna win with Slowbro. Fuck! But he's probably going to outspeed. But I mean, that bulk tells me he's not going to outspeed. This is insane. We're going to lose this battle. No! Did we misplay by bringing in the Krookodile? The Moldo first, then the Krookodile? I have no idea. I have no idea. I have no idea. This is really nerve-wracking here. And... Fuck. I swear to God. Oh, this is so nervous. We might have misplayed. We might have thrown that game by swapping in a Moldo. We should have swapped in Krookodile. Because if we outspeed Krookodile, if we outspeed the Tyranitar +2 with that bulk, then we misplayed horrendously. Then we just threw away a win condition, which was a Moldo. Did we just lose? Did we just throw this game away by throwing a Moldo away too soon? He's probably thinking, am I going to go for the Crunch or the Earthquake? He does have speed, he's going to go for the Crunch, he's going to win this game. So no, it wasn't a misplay. Going for +2, D-Dance, that's it. And how fitting that our mascot was the last Pokemon to die. So unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of our dream with the Dream Team. This is it. We have lost. The Sydney Krookodiles has lost against the Oregon Duckletts. Good game to them. They definitely earned their spot here. But yeah, that's really unfortunate that we did lose at the very end there. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this season here. I definitely had a lot of fun during the season. Definitely went a lot further than I definitely thought I was going to do after the first couple of rounds, so I'm definitely happy with that. But Johnny definitely made a very good team. That substitute Torrenta, excuse me, definitely came in clutch. So thanks for watching, guys. This is the coach of Sydney Krookodiles saying, see you guys hopefully in Season 3 of the PMC. And until next time I see you guys, stay safe, stay sharp, and I'll catch you guys all next time. Later.